Ready to resume. Attack at Milan. Second match, PBA Detroit Open. The tour has now visited Thunder Bowl lanes 8 times. Beginning 1977 Grand Prix of bowling contested here. 76, Earl Anthony won Jay Robinson the next year. Great history. They call this the arena. And here's EJ Tackett to get us going. Whoa.
Well, there's
a tough split, guys, to start with.
Yeah, there's a leave you don't see every day. The 3-4-10. The way to make this is to basically try to make the baby split, but you really got to catch the 3-pin quite thin to slide it into the 4.
He's Randy Peterson, Hall of Famer. Rhino Page is our guest analyst for the rest of this broadcast. I'm Dave Ryan in the booth.
I'm surrounded by 2 rhinos.
Lots of rhinos. This is a tough one and just the 1 pin. So Rhino, after the great first game for EJ against Tom Dury that we all watched here, now a tough start for EJ in the second with this Open. How's he react to that, do you think?
I think he's going to have to be very careful with his ball choices. We saw on the Bears show a couple weeks ago, you had to start with slow balls off of the friction, and if you weren't fast with those moves, it got ugly really quick.
Here's big Wes Milan. Just outside Austin, Texas. That's Murray. And a light hit for an 8-10 split.
Rhino, I talked to him before we went on the air, and I asked him how his look was. He says, I've got something from out. And I looked at him, and he goes, yeah, as long as I keep my speed soft, I can play out.
He's going to be very, very careful because that brings that out of bounds into play, and especially with these shiny balls, they're not going to create that friction. So it's going to be feast or famine.
You know, you get your practice prior to the start of the telecast. He gets a couple warm-up shots prior to this match, makes the decision on the fly to play out. In his first shot, he goes light and leaves the 2-8-10. 2 falls late. Now what? What goes through your mind now? Indecisions?
Lots of second guessing.
All right, let's see the response, guys, in the left lane after open frame. That's a whole lot better. And the first strike of our match, first mark. Those 2 great bowlers.
And surprisingly, that's the tighter of the 2 lanes, and he got that ball back. So, you know, maybe it was just that first frame, you know, being on TV, getting a little bit firm, and you see how soft he has to be to play out there. It's pretty impressive.
Let's see how EJ responds. Frame. Pretty well, thank you. All 10 down.
Let's take a look at the vast differences between the 2 players and how they're attacking this bare oil pattern. That's 25 board. That's over 3rd arrow on the left. And here's a look at Wes Milan. That would be about the 8th board out to the 3 board. So there's quite a bit of real estate.
Polar opposites, guys,
in between those two plans of attack.
A better look for EJ, certainly. And a double for Tackett. So, Ronnie, when you watch the approaches of each bowler and where they're attacking the pocket from, what are your thoughts there?
I think this is a strategy play on Wes's part. You know, you can see how deep they are already, crossing 25. It's not going to be long before they're in front of the ball return, possibly. And Wes might feel like, hey, I'm not going to beat him at that game. Let's see if I can create something somewhere else.
Might have to. That's a good-looking shot.
You know, the only problem is, if it works, Wes looks like a genius. If it doesn't, everybody questions his decision to play out. As we take a look at one of the greatest games on tour, big man, he's got to get low to the foul line, so he does it with upper body lean. Keeps that weight forward, but he's got one of the best releases on tour. He does stuff to a bowling ball that nobody else can do. The thing about Wes Milan, as we take a look at his arsenal, IQ Tour Pearl, is he can shape it as well as anybody out on tour.
Well, there's no question. He's so unique with what he does with his hand. And there you see that little bit of a miss to the outside, and you whip the head.
say it. You're right, Rhino. Total miss at the bottom. You know, when I say Rhino, do you think I'm talking to you, Dave, or
sometimes?
Or
This
Ryan,
is confusing.
Or Ryan?
But I spell mine R-Y-N-O, and he's R-H-I-N-O.
Well, but when I say it, you can't see how I'm spelling it when I say it.
I'm just having fun with it. This is not a fun spare to convert necessarily for Wes. 1, 2, 4, 8, but he does cover nicely, so they're all down as he really struggles to find his look. Tackett looks for the turkey.
All right, so can we just clarify? I'm going to call you Dave, and I'm going to call him Rhino.
I think for this show, that's a very good idea.
Okay.
Thanks, Randy. There we are.
So it's Dave.
You can call me Dave Rhino.
No.
Okay. EJ looks to stay. 4-pin, avoided a split.
You know, Rhino, when you watch these two players, they have very similar swings. Both swings figure 8. See how it starts out and then tucks on the way down? Wes Malott does the same thing.
Common theme among power players. There's no question. And EJ, I call him the little engine that could. He's one of my near and dear friends, and it's amazing how he maxes out on every shot he throws.
Well, we watch him with a fantastic technique and results. I want to know about his golf game because I've heard so many great things about it. Does he just pure every shot?
It's very much like his bowling game, just going all out with that 120 pounds in his body.
He is not a big man.
Not at all, but he can hit it 305.
Wow.
It's pretty impressive.
He has thought about, guys, going on full-time, leaving bowling and becoming a full-time golfer.
I mean, Rhino can vouch for this. I've got a dog at home that weighs more than EJ.
Wow, ringing
Come on.
pin.
Wow. That was a good pitch there. And it's a 1-pin match with a spare. And look at that, vicious ring and 10. But, you know, Rhino, you're right. You can see the angle that's being created. Now, I've seen Wes Malott play in there, but, you know, you brought up a good point. It's all about strategy, and Wes feels that his only chance of beating EJ is at a different game and not the same game.
Absolutely, and he's probably thinking a little bit ahead as well, because, you know, there's even more rev rate right behind him, and they're going to get deeper and deeper, and it's going to be really, really difficult for Wes to be able to keep up with that, even though he is a powerful player.
What am I watching? That spare had about 5 revolutions to it. So for a guy that just like 550 rev rate, 5 on a spare shot.
Didn't like it at all, and the 10-pin.
There it goes.
It goes late. It got a late tap, but when you're Wes Malott, you know it wasn't a good shot. You're not celebrating that very much. But it keeps him right in the match.
Rhino, do you move now? If you're Wes Malott, as we take a look at this incredible strike. Dave Ryan?
It is the Barbazol close shave of the day for good reason, and number 10 goes down.
EJ on the bench today, be thinking, good for you.
Yeah, good for you. Do you change now? Do you move in now? If you're Wes Malott?
It's really hard to say. You know, it doesn't look like he has that bad of a look. It's just going to be very touchy for him.
He just went to more tape. Remember when he flagged the head pin in the 4th, he said he missed it at the bottom. That shot there was dangerously close of leaving a 2-8-10. He's staying out.
A whole lot better.
I don't know about you, Dave Ryan. I don't know about you, Rhino Page, but that was left of target. But it's a big double for Wes Malott. He says, you know what? I'm going to take the outside road, and I'm going to show you that I can get it done. I'm not even sure he thought that was going to strike. Wes Malott takes the lead here in Allen Park.
Double for Wes Malott, 5th and 6th frames. And now he's got a lead on EJ Tackett. Match 2, PBA Detroit Open. Back to our master of ceremonies, Dennis McEmery.
That's right. We have something very exciting for you, ladies and gentlemen. If you can't make it to the lanes, don't worry. You can bowl straight from your pocket by heading over to PBA.com and checking out the latest PBA Bowl Challenge mobile game for iPad, iPhone, and Android. Now, over 15 million viewers have downloaded this game because it features PBA players that you can bowl against at new venues with new bowling balls. So make sure you head over to PBA.com and check out the PBA Bowl mobile challenge game so you can bowl straight from your pocket.
We'll do that, Dennis. Very cool. Dave Ryan, Randy Peterson, Hall of Famer, and Rhino Page, our guest analyst for this telecast. See how EJ responds now. Guys down by 9 pins, works on a spare. 6 frame. Help on number 10 across the deck. Nice.
Yeah, this is filthy. This is why you put power on a bowling ball. I mean, something that I am not accustomed to. Watch this. Head pin to the sidewall, and I mean, comes across the lane with bad intentions and just wipes out the 10 pin. Get out of my face. That's good stuff.
Nice pin action, Rhino. Huh? Wow.
That's not easy to do. I tell you, 48 games I bowled here this week, and I didn't send one messenger. Now, I know I don't have a lot of hand, but come on, man.
Not this time. There's a 10 pin.
Yeah, this time in front. Hard to get back into it when you can't double up. 4 pin in the 4th, 10 pin in the 5th, that messenger in the 6th, and now another 10 pin for EJ Tackett.
Takes care of business. But up steps Big Wes. Looks for the turkey here. Into the 7th frame and can expand the lead to 19 pins. TV record for Wes's career. Former Player of the Year in 2009. Won 3 titles that season. Led the tour in average, points, and TV appearances. 4 straight years, $100,000+ earned by Big Wes. Trying to get back to greatness here today. And white hit again.
Timing is not good today at all.
2-4-8.
That actually looked like it was in a pretty good spot.
Absolutely. It looked like he tightened his angles up a little bit on that shot. And he's playing actually the lanes similar to how I played them on this pattern this week.
Surprised that he didn't hook it into that spare, Rhino?
A little bit.
Yeah.
But with where he's playing on the lane, you know, that little miss to the right, he would whiff that spare completely.
Yep.
So.
That was a good cover nonetheless. Maintains a 6-pin lead. Just looks like he's so close to having a really good shot, but it's so critical out of his hand. If it's not perfect, I mean, he doesn't get more than 6 or 7. That's got to go high.
Number 4. Oh, everything but go down. Nudged and somehow stays upright.
You know, Rhino, I think he's got more room on this lane because I think he has more hold. And he gets to finish on the left lane. Right now, he's just not making really good shots. And I think that area of the lane specifically calls for good shots.
There's no question.
Now, you can get away with some stuff in the middle part of the lane, but not where Wes is playing.
It also makes you wonder if he could tighten his angle up a little bit, up the speed. Maybe that might give him a little bit more room to work with.
Oh, I know. I was just trying to slam my feet down the first couple.
Del Bow Jr., Hall of Famer, speaking there as his tour rep with Wes. And Sean Rash is next up as the 2 seed. Belmonte the top seed. Yeah, wow. Blast through the pit. All 10 down.
And EJ Tackett continues to migrate farther left. Watch this location at the arrows. just inside the 25 board, right around 26, 27. Remember, there's only 35 boards. Wait,
39.
39 boards across that lane. Brain cramp.
Ahmed watching, and that really had to hurry up and miss the pocket. 1, 2, 4, 8.
Trying to make it hook.
And that's something that EJ really likes to do. If he doesn't see his ball do the right thing, he says, "Oh, I'll just hit it harder."
Yeah.
And sometimes it results in errant shots.
A lot of ping here, does it nicely. Ready for a very exciting finish in this match number 2. Sean Rash, the 2 seed. Jason Almonte, the top seed. Await the winner or winners climbing the stepladder here in Detroit. Foundation frame for Big Wes Malott. Big shot. Works on a spare. Big strike.
That lane's really laboring
Stay slow. Come on.
down lane. I think he just said stay slow. What a touch.
You could see he tumbled that one a lot more,
Yeah.
using that friction up front to get it to blend out down lane.
Striking count, he moves on to face Sean Rash. It is a gold bowling ball with a blue ring of oil around it. Oh boy.
Watch it. To the channel, and wow, that
You're
never
awful today.
got
Just
into the
awful.
1-3 pocket. The light hit
There's no other word for it.
way wide. 1, 2, 4.
Bad out of his hand.
Jeez.
Needs to spare here and try to keep the ball on the lane to force EJ to double in the 10th. Six pins will force Tackett to double.
I don't know about you, Randy. I'd be throwing the high hard one right at the head pin here to just guarantee myself 6.
Yeah, I mean, a lot can happen.
Hey!
A lot can happen here.
And all 10 down. So the pressure now on EJ Tackett.
Well, he let you know pretty quick as soon as that one left his hand that it was good. EJ's been pretty good on this right lane though. Struck the last 2 shots on it. Right now he needs a double and 6.
He's struck 3 or 4 times on this lane in this game. Needs a double. Doesn't get it.
Unlucky.
Really
Great
was.
shot that
He liked it. Well, Wes Malatt's going to
Yeah,
advance.
I don't know how. I mean, I threw the one on the right lane good. Really good.
Knocks
Anyway,
off
I can't
EJ
get so tight,
Tackett. And he and Del Ballard Jr. now will get some strategy going for the next match against Sean Rash.
The strategy is easy. Wes is trying to figure out how to throw it the same way twice.
So the day ends for EJ Tackett. Wes Malott, big Texan, has wrapped it up. Next up, Sean Rash. Great match on the way from Allen Park, Michigan. Number 3 seed Wes Malott has knocked off EJ Tackett 201 to 195. He'll take on Sean Rash, the 2 seed, next at the PBA Detroit Open. Let's have a look at this week's Ebonite flashback. Bill O'Neill, 2015 Oklahoma Open, used a 40-foot bear pattern to his advantage last year in OKC. First match of the final saw Patrick Allen knocked off Colombia's Andres Gomez. Gomez opened in the 10th, and PA had a chance to win. Bear Open winner Tommy Jones next for Allen with the match going down to the wire. And PA throwing strikes in frames 6 through 9. And 2 in the 10th to score a 225-215 victory. Allen will then face two-handed superstar Jason Belmonte, who opened with a turkey and never looked back, winning 237-203. In the championship match, though, never in doubt, Belmonte struggled to find his game. Bill O'Neill doubled it early and struck in frames 6 through 10 and win his 6th career PBA title, 247-172. As we flash back to the 2015 PBA Oklahoma Open. And looking ahead here today in suburban Detroit, Wes Willott, the 3 seed, will take on the 2 seed Sean Rash. Two great PBA champions are set to go head to head.